for a visitation? When is it my time for a change of story? When is it my time for a turnaround? I am anointed to announce that your time has just arrived.
Soldiers of the cross, time to assemble. It is time to align. It is time to focus. Show me what I must see.
Good morning. I hope all is well today. Okay, just gonna share a short testimony. What you're witnessing now is no short of a miracle. A few days ago, today's Thursday, on Saturday, I had one of the worst falls I've ever had while running. I was at the end of a 15-mile run and took my eye off the ball, and there was a raised pavement, slightly raised, and my right foot kicked it really, really hard. I didn't even realize at the time, and I went flying, hit the ground, damaged my ankle, my knee and my hip. But as I say, the adrenaline must have kicked in, and I sat for about half a minute, and then got up and jogged the quarter of a mile home. Felt bruised, had a few cuts, and I had to pick my mother up and my dad to take him to church. And so time wasn't on my side. I had a shower and just went down there. It was on the way to church from my mother's after I picked them both up that I started to feel pain. And at first it just seemed like what you would feel, slight bruising, soreness. But by the time we'd gotten there, I parked the car, dropped them off, parked the car, and had to walk up a slight hill. On a scale of 1 to 10, at that point the pain had shot up and was hovering between 8 and 10. I could hardly walk. Anyway, amazingly enough, went to church and heard an amazing testimony about healing and deliverance. And I actually managed to listen to it even through the pain. And at one point, I reached down my hand and touched my ankle, and what I felt didn't feel good. It started to feel as if I'd torn some ligaments or some muscles, and they were coiled up at the bottom of my ankle. And all I did in my heart was declare, Jesus, you're my healer. Matter of fact, when I had fallen, I prayed and said, Lord, anything that has resulted after this impact, I'm trusting you for my healing. So we left church and the pain was unbearable. There was one sister who had a cane and offered it to me. And my response was, after that message I've just heard, I'm believing God for my healing. I wasn't trying to be super spiritual, but she wouldn't realize this, that the enemy will try and offer you an alternative to trusting and believing in God. And if I'd taken that cane, I would have accepted something that didn't belong to me in the first place. You see, the devil didn't want my mother and father at church. God did. And I'm so grateful to the Lord that I didn't feel the pain until after I picked them up and was on my way. But anyway, when I got home, I couldn't even take my dad home because I got mum home to Hackney, and I had to drop dad off at the bus stop. And amazingly enough, as we got to the bus stop, the bus which drops him out of his house was there waiting. I just stopped in front of that bus and he got on there and he got home safe and I got back safe. But man, brothers and sisters, when I got home and I managed to get my shoe off, my foot was like a balloon. And I thought, wow, many thoughts went through my mind, but I just kept holding onto the fact that Jesus, you're my healer. All kind of thoughts. You're not going to be able to compete in this race. That's it. I made the mistake of looking online, and the minimum recovery for a sprain or twisted ankle was 6 to 8 weeks, if that. And I went, nah, I don't accept that. Anyway, I put some magnesium on my foot and went to bed and managed to sleep. I elevated the leg, went to sleep. By the time I'd gotten up in the morning, at 4 o'clock, the pain had dissipated. So it went from an 8 to 10 to about a 1 to 3. And I got up and spoke with the Lord and went back and had a little nap around about 5 in the morning, 5, 6. And then all of a sudden I woke up at about 9. And all the time the devil was saying, you ain't getting to church. No way. And now this is Sunday, resurrection morning. And I went, that's not happening. I got up, man. I got dressed and I went to church, walking with a limp, but walking. Went to morning service, came back home, went to evening service. And then I took the picture, which I'm going to post to let you see what I'm talking about. Because I didn't take a picture tonight. I took a picture in the morning and my foot was still swollen, but I could walk on it. Now, fast forward. Today is Thursday. From Sunday till yesterday, which was Wednesday, there was no way I could run. I thought, let me use some wisdom here. Not every healing is, when I say it's instant, it's given, but sometimes you have to go through a process. And so this morning, which is Thursday, I said, this is it now. And here you see, I've just completed nearly 3/4 of my easy run. By the time I get back home, I would have done about 4 miles. And while I'm talking to you, as you can see, I'm running. Isn't God good? Isn't God good? I'd encourage you to read Hebrews chapter 12, verses 1 and 2 in the Amplified Classic. You see, I'm focused on the author and the finisher of my faith, who for the joy that was set before him endured the cross and despised the shame. But it says also, and I paraphrase, strip off every dead weight, everything that will distract from him. so that you complete the race. We're going to get knocked down, brothers and sisters, but we're not going to get knocked out, because greater is he that is within us than he that is in the world. I don't know where you are right now, but let me tell you, as your days, so shall your strength be. And a righteous man might fall 7 times, but he gets back up again. You know why? Because God picks us up. And he is our Jehovah Rapha, the Lord our healer. Have a blessed day. I love you. God bless you.
Rise and shift, rise and move. It's your season of dominion. Take charge. Step in command. No stopping, no backing. Go forward. Shiba gata balabara to soko bagata galaya.